I think we're live now. Hello, everybody. I started painting before we were in live because we were chatting and I didn't.
We were chatting. We were talking about sports bras.
Yeah.
If you don't like really random conversation, like topics that can take like a turn and go any direction, this is not the life for you.
No, we talk about random stuff. We try most of the time to keep it makeup and Disney and Universal related, but that doesn't always happen. And I'm not too strict about that. I'm just like, man, wherever the conversation leads us. It's really like, it's just us hanging out, chatting while I do crazy makeup. Because I have noticed that people that follow me, they tend to like these chat videos. And sometimes they'll watch them all the way through and comment about things we talked about. Or sometimes they'll forward through it just to kind of see what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. So when I do these videos or when I do the live streams, they actually get more traction than my actual videos that I record and then talk through.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, most of the time it's interesting because we don't have a whole lot of people that come into our live.
No, we don't.
But like any live stream post live, it gets up to in the like 60 reviews, 60 views, sometimes more. Good. It's my shorts that get the most though.
Yeah. I need to remember to start putting my shorts not just on TikTok but on Facebook or on YouTube again. So I have a video going up on my weight loss channel. I was wanting to find a protein powder that was transportable but individually packaged. Because like when you go on trips or on vacation, number one, sometimes you can't take a bottle or a carton of protein powder wherever you're going. If you go on a cruise ship, you could take a 12-pack of cartons, but you can't take the bottles. And maybe they don't have the flavor you like in the cartons. They only have it in the bottles. Like I know that Premier Protein is going away from the cartons in like their newer flavors and like their limited edition flavors. They're pretty, and those are in bottles. So anyway, we were at Scheels, which is, I call it, it's a Cabela's meets Dick's Sporting Goods meets Toys R Us meets, I have no idea, meets Willy Wonka, because in the middle of it there's this huge candy factory in the middle.
So kind of like a glorified Target?
Oh, bigger than Target, because it's got the Cabela's part with stuffed taxidermy in it.
So kind of like a Sam's Club?
Sam's Club without a membership, yeah. But it mainly focuses on candy, toys, workouts, and hunting. Hunting.
Okay. So, like a Bass Pro mixed with the Sam's Club.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
So, we were looking around, and a couple weeks ago, and I went, Sam, look, they have sample packs of protein powder. And they had all different kinds of flavors. And the first time I bought some, they were $2.49 a package. But they didn't have any of the mint chocolate cookie, which looked like it was supposed to be like a thin mint type cookie, like tasting protein powder. And so the following weekend, which was last weekend, when we went again, they had them, but the price had went up in a week from $2.49 to $2.99. So anyway, I had one of those this morning, and I kept buying. I had 20 packets of protein powder and had no idea how any of them were going to taste. I had multiples because I'm like, oh, this one looks good. I'll grab like 5 of this one. I'm like, Lena, what are you doing? But thankfully, at least I have 6 more because I had 7 of the mint chocolate cookie. I had 7 of them, but it was actually really good. It's when you first start drinking it, it very much has a protein powder taste. But I think you look like a mime.
I was about to say, I feel like I look like Queen Elizabeth I with all her lead paint and lead makeup.
With your cheeks still having some of your natural color, I was getting mime. So we were going to get something, and in Hillsboro, because I've drank them on a couple lives before. We have one of those nutrition shops, and I need to stop drinking so much of them from the nutrition shop. And so I've been trying to find, like, how just hit my elbow on the desk. Okay, that hurt. But it's a brand called Clean Simple Eats. And I saw when we were gonna go check out that they also had some water flavoring sticks. And so I was smart and got one of each kind. But I drank one yesterday. It was called Hawaiian Sunrise, and it was really good. It was really, like, kind of tropical-y, and I added some extra pineapple mix-ins and stuff to it. But I have several more to try. But I was really, anyway, back to the protein powder. I actually really liked it. But and what I liked, because depending on the flavor of Premier Protein that I get, for those of you watching in the replay, I am on Weight Watchers. I have a separate channel that's kind of gotten pushed to the side a little bit over the past year, called Lena's Weight Loss Diary. And I know Christy, I'll throw it in the chat in a minute. But I did a video where I shared all the ones that I got. And I promised to do a video reacting to each of the different kinds. But Premier Protein on Weight Watchers can go anywhere now from 2 points to 4 points, depending on the flavor. And this
is like a drink, right?
It's a protein shake. It's like 12 ounces, like between 8 to 12 ounces of a protein shake.
A lot, right?
Huh?
4 points is a lot.
And so one packet, what I liked about the protein packets, and I posted it on my TikTok as well, which is the same, Lena's Weight Loss Diary, is that one packet is 1 point. And it says you can mix it with either water or milk. And I mixed mine with 8 ounces of unsweetened vanilla almond milk, because I can't have regular milk. I can have milk. I can't have milk. I can have cheese because it's processed differently. I can have cottage cheese, and I can have yogurt. But if I drink regular milk, it sours on my stomach right away.
Yogurt does that to me.
I tried a keto yogurt last week, and it actually tasted pretty good. And it was like 1 point on my Weight Watchers.
Is it Ratio brand?
Yes.
Yeah, they're pretty good. But again, those sour on my stomach too.
But I thought of you because I know you do keto. But so
I actually had that a little bit ago today.
The full and I made my shake, and I took it with me to the gym this morning, and poured it over ice, and it was really thick, and it looked like it should be like this really thick milkshake. And I told Sam, I'm like, I need it. It was good after you got past kind of the initial like protein powder taste. I don't know if I need to mix it up like a little bit. It wasn't like I got a clump of protein powder. It just had that, you know what I'm talking about? It had a protein powder taste.
Yeah, I don't like protein powders because of that.
And I typically don't either, which is why I typically get the pre-mixed shake. But I'm sorry, the cost of protein shakes has gone up dramatically. But I follow a couple people on TikTok who have had bariatric surgery, and they've like stitched other people who have made like protein shakes with like protein powder and ice and milk and like adding other stuff into it. And I've tried one before, and it was really good. And so what I just need to do is I just need to do that and make it into like an Orange Julius style drink.
Do you follow that Diana Disney girl? She's had that. I like her.
And if you're wondering, the drink I have today, I'm really proud of myself. Usually I down one of these in like an hour. But I've had this one since like 8 o'clock, and it's currently 15 till 2. But this one is called the Swift tea.
Why is it a Swift?
Taylor Swift for Kansas City Chiefs Swift. Because we're in Kansas.
Oh, okay. Did you see the look I did this morning? I already posted what little.
Did you did that this morning?
Yeah, the Chiefs look. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It didn't take long.
We were out. Typically, we do our grocery shopping and stuff on Sundays now. But with tomorrow, my grandma needs us to do her taxes. Well, Sam to do her taxes. And it's the Super Bowl and all kinds of stuff tomorrow.
Yeah, don't be taking credit for doing taxes if you're not doing them.
Nope, Sam does. Sam does them. Now when this year is the most stressed out I've ever been doing taxes, because we had all the stuff with Sam's retirement and 401k and all that kind of stuff. It was a little. It was a lot.
Hi, Cool Gamer. Welcome in.
Hey, Cool Gamer. But it was a lot. I was really glad when it was all done. My grandma's will take, because she just does homestead, it'll take like 2 minutes. But yeah, taxes was stressful this year. Oh. Sam gave me my Valentine early this year.
We're not doing Valentine's Day gifts this year. We're just going to go have lunch or dinner together.
Well, we talked about that. And this weekend is the Super Bowl. Next weekend is the... Which race is it next weekend? Daytona 500. And... at the end of the day, we want to go home and not be around people after being at work all day. So, we have a couple of T-bone steaks that in the freezer that Sam's going to, I think, do on our George Foreman on Valentine's, and like baked potato and that kind of stuff here at home. And Sam already told me that he ordered flowers and they'll be sent to the school. He told me, because I have a complex about being called to the office, I think I'm in trouble. I blame that on our previous principal, who thought it was entertaining to call me to the office multiple times a week. But so he told me up front that he was doing that. But he got me a new Stanley cup, and it's so pretty. Look how pretty that is. It's so pretty. It's like a tealy green.
Oh.
And the funnier part is I actually had ordered some new straws, and I got six. There's 12 of them for $6. And this one, and they're glittery. And this blue one that I have in it matches it like almost perfectly. And it came, and Sam had no idea that I had ordered them, because I had ordered them a few days before he gave me my cup. And I'm like, I have a straw that'll match that. So I walk into school with my protein coffee. Sometimes I have one of my drinks from the nutrition shop and my Stanley, and Sam's carrying my bag because I had no more hands left.
Are you guys at the same school?
We are over. Sam was at the middle school in the same school district that I work in, but they didn't. They had some kids not they go off of their IEP, so they were considered overstaffed. And because Sam is the one who's been there the least amount of time, the special education district moved him spots over Christmas. But he went to Oasis. It's a day school behavior school for students in the county. And it ranges, you have to be 6 to enter Oasis. And you can't graduate from Oasis like as a school. You graduate with your regular school, because the whole point behind Oasis is to help with the behaviors that have put them into Oasis to begin with. And so Sam is currently a para there, but will be taking over one of the teaching positions in the fall.
Yeah.
He'll be teaching math and social studies, right?
Yeah.
Math and social studies. So he's really excited about that. And it's kind of, and it's actually really nice because we do have the same spring break. And I'm pretty sure that that's simply because the Oasis school gets all of their food from the elementary. They don't have a kitchen. So I'm 99% sure that's why. But he, like, coming up in April, like, I have the 26th off from school, but he has the Friday prior to that, which is the 19th. So, like, he'll take me to school, and then he'll come home because he's off. But then I still have some days off that I might go ahead and take off that Friday as well. But the following week, the 26th, when I'm already scheduled to be off, is Marion's citywide garage sales. And so Sam's going to take off that Friday so that we can get up and go to the garage sales and start looking for stuff for his classroom. So if anyone wants to donate to his classroom, let me know.
You should do an Amazon wish list and then share it out.
Oh, that's a good idea. Did you hear that, honey?
A teacher's Amazon wish list.
Do a teacher's Amazon wish list, and you can post it to your Facebook. And we can share it on the YouTube channel.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna do that for sure.
Google how to create a teacher wish list on Amazon. Okay. Good idea. But yeah, so he's going to take off the 26th, and I'm going to take off the 19th.
I know about the teacher's Amazon wish list because there's a YouTuber I follow who does Bachelor news updates. And during the holiday time, he grabs teachers' wish lists from Amazon and gets his followers to get stuff from it and send it directly to those teachers.
Nice.
He vets them, of course. He doesn't just pick someone blindly.
Come on, stop. Hours subneeded. They changed our system of how we have to put in for our time off now. So I have to literally go in and tag our principal and our secretary. Otherwise, they have no idea that we want off. But like last year, we would put in for our time off, and then we would take this little half sheet of paper into the office. But we have a new secretary, and she doesn't like that. So
what does she have you do now?
We have to go into, when we put it in Skyward, we have to tag her in it that way, and it's just a pain.
That's what our schools use to communicate to parents.
Skyward. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not the biggest fan of it.
Yeah, I'm not either. But
even with turning notifications off, I still somehow get notifications.
So I put in for that Friday that you have off just now.
Which one?
The 19th. So you just need to put in for the 26th.
I'm not off the 19th.
Yes, you are. Of April.
Oh.
Because remember, you were off the 19th and I was off the 26th. So we were going to both take off those Fridays. Three-day weekends are never bad right at the end of the school year.
No.
And see, like,
never a bad period.
Our time off does not roll over. Like, it does and it doesn't. So if I have any sick leave, which I don't, because between having COVID in December and having strep in January, I've used all of my sick pay, and I had used up all my personal pay as well before Christmas. But I was out a week with strep and had to use 3 sick days and 1 personal day. So I still had 2 personals left. But if I had any sick pay, it would roll over to the next year. But personal days do not roll over. If you don't use them, they'll roll over into your sick pay for the following year. And I would rather take my personal day and like just sit at home than have it roll over into sick pay. But sometimes you need it to roll over into sick pay. So
Do you have to prove that you were sick?
no, I did because the doctor wrote me a note that I had, because I told her, I was out last month with COVID and now I'm out with strep. And she's like, would you like me to write a note for your school? And I go, please. So she did write a note and Sam dropped it off for me. So, but typically we don't have to. For some of the paras, I think they should be required to, because when they get angry about something, they just call in sick. And I'm like, how do you have more? Are you just taking unpaid time? Because like you can't have any time off at this point.
My work doesn't require sick notes either. But when I worked in the office, I used to always bring them in. When I worked from home. I'm not sick quite as often as I was when I worked in the office.
I will say I have been sick more this year than I have the past couple of years. But the doctor said when I had strep that number one, strep is not a sickness that adults typically get because it's actually a childhood illness. It's not an adult illness. And when adults get it, it's worse. And I can understand that because when I had to swallow, I had a stress ball in each hand to squeeze so I could swallow. And I had to count and force myself to swallow.
When I get sick, it's usually strep. And I've been hospitalized with strep multiple times.
I can see why you can't swallow. And then I had some of the antibiotic left. You tell me when you can't swallow, how you're supposed to swallow these big honking pills. I'm sorry. Give me something in liquid form. Like, come on. I'm laying here crying because you want me to swallow. But so I was out Monday because I could still swallow a little bit, but I kept telling Sam it hurts to swallow. And he's like, you need to stay home. And so the schools had a 2-hour delay anyway. So I just slept. And then Tuesday, my dad was going to come over and take me to the doctor and while Sam went to work. But Sam went to go get me a drink because he's like, I will bribe you to drink something. This at least has like good stuff in it. They put like an immune boost system shot stuff in it and all kinds of stuff in it. so he's like bribing me to drink something, and he came back in. He's like, your dad isn't coming over here. I will go in late, and I'll just let them know at school that I'm taking you to the doctor. And they were like, oh yeah, take her to the doctor. Hope she feels better. But he's sitting there watching and the doctor's like, we can give you a antibiotic shot. And Sam's like, that may not be a bad idea. And the doctor goes, well, this one goes in your hip or your butt. And I went, no, thank you. I'd rather die trying to swallow. I know what size of those needles are. You ain't coming at me with one of those. No, thank you. No, thank you.
I don't really mind the shot in the hip that much. I've had them done.
I can't do it. They have to flip me upside down to draw blood. So go ahead. Did I echo?
You echoed.
I was echo. So I think I'm working with one of my friends. She's been my friend for a while, and she's one of my clients. We were talking about doing a Run Disney race together, and I think we're doing Princess next year.
That's a good one.
So, and then I did virtual Dopey, and I have completed the 5 and the 10, and I'm working on completing the half and the full, and I'm doing it all walking. So it's more of a encouragement to keep like walking after school while I'm waiting on Sam, and doing it my way as opposed to like the way the people in person have done it. And I'm in a couple of Dopey groups, and I kind of mentioned how I was doing it, and they're like, that's great, that's awesome. I'm like, anyway, like you're doing it virtually, so like there's no rules for you. Like you don't even have to complete it and you get the medals. And I'm like, yeah, but I want to complete it.
Yeah.
To earn them, even though I'm going to earn them differently. But I told I want to run Dopey. And so Sam and I decided, and I was so mad that they moved the 2025 marathon weekend to the week after it normally is.
They've already announced the 2025 one?
Yeah, they've already announced all the 2025 race dates. They announced that back in November.
Mm.
Let me see. Pull it up here. It's actually the header for the Run Disney page itself. The Run Disney Summer Virtual Series is June 1st through August 31st of 2024. There's a new Disneyland race. It's the Halloween Half Marathon weekend, which is the beginning of September, the 5th through the 8th.
I wish they were doing that one virtually.
It will be virtual. There's a virtual option.
Oh, there is? There wasn't last time I checked.
They probably haven't opened it yet because registration doesn't open until, okay, Club Run Disney registration for the Halloween, for that one opened the 6th, and general registration opens the 13th.
Excuse me.
And so the only two, because the Princess is open and Springtime Surprise is open because for 2024, because general registration is open. I bet once general registration opens that they open a virtual for that one. And then there's Wine and Dine weekend, which is over Halloween. Expo Day is Halloween Day. Then they're bringing back the virtual 12Ks of Christmas.
I like the medals for that one. I like the medals for that one.
And you get like a cup and a cocoa bomb and a shirt and like little like ornaments and medals and stuff.
Yeah, your ornaments, they're the medals. The ornaments.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got it from this year, from 2023.
And then, but here's the thing. Marathon weekend is January 8th through 12th. I'm so angry because normally it's that first weekend in January. So angry. So,
but does the first fall on that first weekend?
Yes.
That's why.
It has before. The 1st of January is Wednesday. It'd be Expo Day. So, I mean, I guess that's a lot going on, but still, I'm angry because typically I do marathon weekend 5K. And then the Disneyland half is January 30th through February 2nd. So there's it's not as fast as like this past year. It was a really fast turnaround marathon weekend to Disneyland half. And then Princess is February 20th through 24th. And then Springtime Surprise is April 3rd through 6th. My friend Chelsea and I had originally talked about doing Springtime Surprise, but registration is in August, and I would literally have to take a day off of school right at the beginning of the school year to register for that. Princess registration is during the summer when I'm at home. So I'm like, hey, honey, think I could go in February instead? He's like, I'm not the person you're rooming with. You need to talk to the person you're going with. And so, she's like, yeah, that should be fine. So, Princess, here I come. What look are you doing?
It's just like a pink and white look. It's kind of Valentine theme, but not really.
Because I'm getting like one Star Wars alien character that's a creepy mime at the same time. I am cold. I will say losing weight makes me cold. I was talking to my friend Shannon. She owns the nutrition shop in town. And I mentioned that we were going to go shopping because the thrift store in Newton was having a sale on their clothes. All their clothes was half off except for their color of the week, which was 50 cents. And she messages me after I had left and went back to the gym and said, hey, I should have asked you if you wanted to go through clothes I have here. They're 1 and 2X. And I said, I appreciate that, but I actually wear XL to large, depending on, what it is. And she goes, Lena, you need to stop trying to, it was like something I need to look at exactly, but it was like how I need to show off my figure because I wear bulky, oversized clothing. And Sam goes, well, I could have told you that too. I do. I like my sweatshirts. I typically buy like 2 or 3 sizes too big.
I mean, I do that with sweatshirts too. Sweatshirts, it's okay. They're supposed to be big and cozy. You want them to be big and cozy.
So, but no, when I was ordering the shirts for Dopey, I forgot that number one, they're an athletic shirt, so I needed to go a size up. So they're a little tight. And number two, I hate the fact that marathon weekend shirts are long sleeve.
I like them being long sleeve.
Hate it. I hate long sleeve shirts. And anyway,
princesses aren't. The princesses
princess are short sleeve. Marathon is the only one that's long sleeve.
Well, let's see. I've done a couple recently, and all but Princess were long sleeve. Oh, the Christmas one. That was long sleeve.
Obviously. But yeah, like Marathon is long sleeve. Wine and Dine is not. Princess is not. Springtime Surprise is not. Marathon is. So again, makes me angry. I'm like, I wish that they gave us an option. Like, do you want a long sleeve shirt or do you want a short sleeve shirt?
I like the long sleeve ones. They're my jam.
I hate long sleeves. No, the funnier part is I will live in a hoodie. A hoodie and leggings is my jam. It's what I wear to work on a daily basis. You would think I literally went to work, went to bed, and went back to work because I wear black leggings or gray leggings and the same hoodie every day.
You can wear that to work?
Yeah.
Lucky.
I chase after kids. I sit on the floor. I get bit, hit, and scratched. I can wear whatever I want.
Well, I'm assuming you wouldn't. No one's able to wear like a tube top to work at a school.
I'll tell you about that backstage.
Oh no. I mean, I do think they should have at least some sort of dress code, like no tube tops.
There's a dress code, but like it's comparatively to like what I've seen other people say. Oh well, we have to pay $5 to wear jeans, and we can only wear jeans on Friday. And I'm over here going, our teachers wear athletic pants to school. Like, what is going on over here? Like, our principal wears a t-shirt and jeans. Like there's like a meeting going on when you see our principal wearing like an actual like dress clothes, and we'll be like, okay, what's going on? Oh, and she'll go, oh well, I've got a meeting at district office, or oh, the Board of Education's coming to like do a building walkthrough. Then we know to be on our best behavior.
Yeah.
But you know, our principal wears like a nice shirt and jeans. We don't. One of our first grade teachers we were doing something else. We were gonna do Fridays are for science and social studies. They call it Discovery Friday in the afternoons. And we were doing how running will make your heart work, it was like kind of a health and nutrition type of thing. And she literally wore workout clothes to school.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
So I mean, like, I see people on TikTok all the time going, well, I can't wear this and I can't wear that. And I'm sitting over here going, I wore a military themed t-shirt, leggings, a hoodie, and my tennis shoes to work without makeup the other day. Oh, like, okay. I do not understand.
I follow a teacher on TikTok. I can't remember her name, but she wears like baseball caps and stuff. And I really like her channel, but she gets criticized all the time on YouTube for people saying you shouldn't dress like a guy when you're a girl. She's like, excuse me? Which I don't blame her. Excuse me? What do you have the right to say that I have to wear skirts and carry a purse? If I want to wear slacks and a vest and a tie, I sure as hell can.
Like, I think over Christmas, when we were on our cruise, I wore a dress for formal night. And it wasn't even like a formal ball gown. It was just a nice dress, a black dress that Sam had got me for Christmas. Actually, a couple of years ago, when I first started my weight loss journey. It looks a lot better on me now than it did. If you saw when Sam and I went to that murder mystery for Valentine a couple of years ago, it's that same black dress.
I don't remember that.
But totally forgot where I was going. But before that, I hadn't worn a dress in like a year. I don't wear dresses. Like my teacher calls it my uniform. I wear some sort of top. It could be a t-shirt. It could be a nicer, dressier top, but I'm either in leggings or jeans, and a hoodie. That is what that is my, I know exactly what I'm wearing to work on a daily basis. And again, like I have nicer tops. I have t-shirts and I mix and match. I'll wear a nicer top with leggings. I'll wear a nicer top with jeans. I'll wear a t-shirt with leggings. I'll wear a t-shirt with jeans. And I throw a hoodie over top because I can walk from one end of the school to the other. And I'll be freezing on one side and I'll lose 10 pounds sweating on the other. And my teacher this year is cold all the time. All the time. So her office is set at like 77 degrees. And in a small room, that gets warm really quick when she also has a miniature heater on. So her room's probably more like 82 or 83. Now, I will say that it is January, well now it's February, but I actually saw some of the paras wearing shorts on a couple of the days where we've had 70-degree weather.
You guys have had 70-degree weather there?
We've had some 70-degree days, yep.
We have not.
But now it's like 30-something and freezing cold outside, so. But those paras were actually told to go home and change.
We had, let's see, I think one day this week it broke 60 degrees.
But yeah, I think, what was it? Wednesday, it was like 70. Yeah, it was beautiful. Oh.
I'm not too far from being done. That's why I was like, I think I could probably do 2 looks today.
Well, are you going to do 2 separate streams? Well, you'll have to because you're going to do pictures and whatnot.
Yeah, if I do a second stream today, if I do another look today, it'll be second stream. If I don't, then I'll just do it in the morning.
I say I'm up for doing one tomorrow morning. That's fine. What time do you want to do it?
I'll probably do it closer to 9. To satisfy that version of 8.
It's okay. I will do 8 because Sam will probably want to get up and go to the gym tomorrow morning anyway.
I did not want that color. I wanted that color. Now I'm just adding in a couple little dark spots to give it a little more dimension. I wanted to do sort of a Valentine's look without it being a Valentine's look.
I get that, and I think you accomplished that. I do. I believe you accomplished that.
That way I can post it past Valentine's Day. It won't matter. And then I did a zombie Valentine's look the other day. I get trolls on YouTube like crazy. They were like, that's not Valentine's, that's Halloween. It's like, you realize the thing over my eye is a heart, right?
Nah.
Trolls.
Got a lot of. I've had several comments on my TikToks lately that you can't lose weight and eat out. I'm like, yeah, you can. Let me show you how. I actually have eaten out for both of my meals today, both at McDonald's, actually. And I still have 16 points left for the day. Whew. Breakfast, I had a hash brown and one of their sausage patties. And you can't look on the Weight Watchers app and just find out how much a McDonald's sausage patty is. So I track it as 3 because if you search sausage patty, you comes up for 3 points. And if you've seen a McDonald's sausage patty, it's like that big. You know, and it's not that thick. It's not super big. So I count it as 3. And the McDonald's and eggs are 0. So my breakfast was 7 points at McDonald's. My lunch was 7 points because I got a 6-piece chicken nugget Happy Meal, and that's 7 points for the 6 chicken nuggets. I ate the apple slices, and I ate like a couple fries, and the fries, you could tell, had been sitting there for a while, so they weren't very good. So I didn't eat them and gave myself the points back. It is gray and dreary here.
Here too.
And it's making me sleepy.
Oh, I gotta wash my hands to put these in. I shall be back.
All right, I will be here. I have not drank enough water today. Typically, it is 2:20, and normally I've had like 100 ounces of water by now, and I have not. I've had.
So while I wait on my hair or my hands to dry, because the hands have to be dry to be able to touch my face, I'm gonna do a little detailing.
I'm estimating like 50 ounces of water, and normally by now I've had double that.
You like it?
So I need to suck down some water.
Let's see how this looks.
Okay, I may have drank more water than I thought today. That's always exciting.
What, to drink more water than you meant to?
More than I thought. Mm-hmm. I have, and I know like everyone is different, but I aim to drink at least the minimum of my body weight, half my body weight in ounces of water per day. And I mean, it's one of my waters is like 32 ounces. So the mornings that I have these, it's really easy to get my water in. So yeah, I will do 8 because we're going to the gym tomorrow, right? Or is tomorrow rest day? Well, 8's just fine because we're not going to the gym tomorrow.
All right.
You putting in contacts?
Yeah.
You are about done.
Yep.
This was a fast one. For those of you watching in the replay, sometimes it takes her up to 2 hours to work on one.
That Mr. Snow Miser or Mr. Ice and Mr. Snow and Mr.
Yes.
Heat Miser, that one took me 4.
It did. It was 4 hours. Isn't that the one where Sammy came on eating cake?
Probably. Not just cake, but cheesecake. Strawberry cheesecake. And she took the strawberries off and didn't eat the strawberries.
Yes. She's like, they taste funny. Like, eat the strawberries.
This one does not want to go in.
So, tomorrow is the 11th of February. And it is the Super Bowl. What number one, are you watching the Super Bowl?
Probably.
Are you watching for the game, the commercials, or the halftime entertainment?
Commercials and halftime.
Same. I told somebody at Swift today, I said, yeah, there's some football game in the middle of my commercials. Our local barbecue place over in Marion is doing like a Super Bowl special, and so we ordered one of their packs. Let's see if I can go ahead and find it to tell you exactly what we ordered. And it was all by pre-order, and there was like, I think Wednesday was the cutoff date. Let's see. We ordered the first down dinner, which is a pound of pulled pork, a pound of brisket, 16 ounces of coleslaw, 16 ounces of baked beans, and 4 buns. And then we also ordered an extra pound of brisket. So we did that so that we could have leftover sandwiches for lunch for a couple of days.
Can you eat bread?
Can I eat bread? Yeah. I picked up I found some rye bread from Walmart that I'm excited. It's a little bit, typically I use Sara Lee 45 calorie bread, and it's 1 point per slice. But I've been kind of wanting a change of taste, because when you eat the same thing over and over and over and over and over, like, you can't even gag it down anymore. Mm-hmm. So we bought some Great Value, which is the Walmart brand rye bread, and it's 3 points per slice. So it's a little heftier in points, but my turkey, lettuce, tomato, avocado for me is a gray area. On the old plan, I could pick it for 0 points. And then when they updated the system, it became points again. And I am a staunch believer that you can't tell me on Monday that avocado is points. Tuesday, it's not points for whatever. And then all of a sudden it's points again. That doesn't work. So, I don't count avocado. It's a gray area. It's like Weight Watchers says, when you blend fruit, it becomes points because it changes how your body digests it, which I can roll with on that. But I know a lot of people who have maintained their weight loss and they blend a banana into their protein shake every day. And technically Weight Watchers says you should count that. I think it's like 3 points for a blended banana. And so I think each person has their own gray area on what they will or won't count. So, and I know that there's some people who be like, well, then if you're not counting it correctly, then you're not really following the program. Okay, fine. I've made the program my own, and this is what works for me. Like the people who don't count the blended fruit, that works for them. But so I'm excited to have turkey sandwich on rye. And so my turkey, my tomato, my lettuce, my avocado will all be 0. And then I will portion out my Miracle Whip. And so the only points for my sandwich will be in the bread and in the Miracle Whip. And then but for tomorrow, we were trying to remember how they did it last year. I think they had the buns and like they get their big bulk buns and then they break it down. And so we bought I got some, what was it? Pepperidge Farm onion buns. Yeah, I got and they smell really good. So I'm going to have my brisket and my pulled pork on an onion bun. The only thing that would, I think, make that sandwich better is if those hot links on it. Don't you agree, dear? The only thing that can make that sandwich better with brisket and pulled pork is put chopped hot links on it. Yeah. I think we might have to pick up hot links. Like, that sounds pretty good. And I'm already aware that tomorrow is probably not, it's going to be probably a day where I'm not in my points, and I'm okay with that because it's not an everyday thing anymore. It's a, hey, we're enjoying the Super Bowl, we're enjoying, but we picked up like a veggie tray, and we picked up extra fruit, and we picked up and I have my protein, you know, we've got ham and eggs to have a good breakfast in the morning. So like if I go a little bit over on, you know, my sandwich, it'll be okay. Kind of like tonight, we're going out for this dinner thing tonight. Let's see. I think Sam sent me the menu. Sam says he sent me the menu. Let's see if I can try to find it. I have to scroll through all the TikToks that we send each other. Okay.
My husband doesn't have TikTok, so when I want to show him a TikTok, I just have to take him my phone.
Oh, and I shocked Sam. Well, Sam's wanting to go to Breckenridge, and I'm like, he's like, we can go sledding. And I'm like, I've never been sledding. He's like, what? Well, the only place to sled was this hill that led right down into a frozen lake, and Mom was always afraid I'd fall through the ice. And he's like, okay, like knowing you probably would have. Okay. I'm still looking for this. Okay, found the menu. It's a garden salad, steakhouse green beans with bacon, a loaded baked potato, roast beef with gravy, and cheesecake. So
private chat.
So I'm gonna make it work. I'm assuming that they're not gonna dress the salad, that they'll have different, knowing who the caterer is, they typically have like little dressing bottles at the table, or they'll be like different dressing options. And so I think I'm gonna just take my own like pre-measured dressing and try to alleviate some points that way. But you know, I will make it. It will be okay.
All right, I've got just these lashes left and then a wig, but I usually do that afterwards anyway.
Yeah, you do.
It hurts to, like, my head starts hurting when I put those on. You see me, you were like, are you in a bad mood? I was like, no, my head hurts.
Yeah. So she stopped putting her wig on stream because she starts making faces.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, the contacts make me make faces too.
They do. Not as much as your wigs, though. Well, make sure to come hang out with us tomorrow before the Super Bowl. We will be live here on Christy's channel at 8 a.m. Central Time. I will probably be eating breakfast while we're doing this.
It depends on if Robbie brings back breakfast tomorrow or not, if I will be.
What time do they get back from church normally?
Well, he drops them off and then he comes back. They get back from church like at 11.
Okay. Oh, and it's Lunar New Year, so happy Lunar New Year. It's the year of the dragon.
What time is it?
It is 2:33.
I may record another look after this too.
All right. Have fun.
Because I know you've got to get ready to do something tonight, or I'd say live stream.
Yeah. And we got to run out to Dollar General. And then I need to get it won't take me long to get dressed for it. We have to be up there, what, 5 or 5:30?
I'm not sure.
Would you find out?
I will if you told me.
Okay. Give me a second and I'll find out what time we have to be out there. Because it won't take us long. I can even get dressed and then be on the live right before if you're doing it in a little bit. But it usually takes you a couple hours to do photos and shorts.
Yeah, it usually does.
So I probably will run into when I am going to be getting ready to leave.
Probably. I think it's done. I want to add a couple of little these pink dots to this eye.
Okay.
I got a little, you can barely see the pink dots, but I put like little pink random dots all over. And I'll do a white wig, I think.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm done. And we'll see you in the morning.
All right. Sounds good. Bye,
Enjoy
everyone.
your night tonight.
We will. I'll let you know how it goes.
Bye.
Bye.
Wave. I can't keep, like, I have to push. I can't wait.